Okay, everybody in YouTube land, we're going to make you another video. And this video is basically about purchasing your first RV, new or used, it doesn't matter. But before we get into that, about 22 hours ago, I got a question, and it's from Aaron. And the question was, we're looking at a 30-foot Class C rig. What does it say? Do you feel that a 30-foot rig could be navigated in pull-offs and used without a tow car?
That's a yes.
So yes, absolutely it can. We've been doing this over 20 years.
Yeah.
Have multiple different RVs, and definitely a 30-footer would be 100% fine.
Yeah.
As far as the tow car is concerned, we tow a car. The reasons why we tow one is because we can, for safety reasons, if something were to happen to the coach, because we've been in our travels, some secluded areas, very secluded, to where you have no cell phone reception
Service.
at all. So it's always good. We bought a very light, cheap, affordable car on gas. It's a Honda Fit 2013, and you don't even feel it behind this one. And this one is 31 foot. It's actually a QB 29, but I think it comes out to like 31. So ours is in that range that you're looking for, and we've had literally no trouble at all. If you looked at our Class A before, our diesel, where we had issues with that tow car was actually a lifesaver.
Yeah.
So it's totally up to preference. A lot of people don't need a tow car, but for us, it's definitely a plus for us to tow a car.
Plus the national parks.
Right. But on your side of the field, we've also seen people take their rigs from like the fort and leave their chairs and tables and everything else out, and then take their rigs to wherever they need to go also.
Because they got good parking too.
Right.
At their parks.
Yeah.
They want to go to Universal, well, Disney's not going to take you to Universal. So you could just drive your rig to Universal.
Right. And they got decent parking there for RVs. But with your situation, you want to do what we've done in the past, and that's boondock. That's going into secluded places, which we've definitely been.
Yeah.
I'm talking tight, secluded places we've been to. Also, we've been to pretty much
Nice.
a lot of national parks, which of course don't have hookups or anything like
Some
that.
of them.
Some of them do, not all of them. Most of them don't.
Yeah, most of them don't.
But we've had no problem with either coach that we had. They do have size limits, so double check your size. I know I wouldn't push it past 34 foot.
Yeah.
If you're going
34s.
bigger, I wouldn't push it past 34 foot. That seems to be a decent size to get into all them parks that we've been into. So with that, I hope I answered your question. 30 foot's that's definitely a step up for what you had. We've had like camper buses.
Yeah, the Volkswagen camper,
We've
Westphalia.
had pop-ups. We've had everything to where we started moving up. So definitely it's
and then we went up and we came back down to a Class C.
Right. We had, the diesel. We had, our biggest is 36 that we've had, but we stayed roughly around the 34 foot range, and now we're back at this 30 foot, 31 foot. So, and also you were talking about the Winnebago here, the 25B, which is 26.6 foot long.
Yeah.
And that's a really nice coach too. It's a really good size, but 5 foot is not going to make or break you. In my mind, it's not going to make or break you, which is going to put us into why I'm making this video to begin with. I hope I answered your question on that. If not, please comment down below, and then I'll answer you in the comments better than that. The reason why I wanted to make this video also was for anybody that's new to RVs, that wants to get into RVing. For the most part, people that are already in it, that's been doing it as long as we have, they pretty much know
They already know.
They know the situation. But for us, if we were to have a video before we started all this, it probably would have saved us a lot of headache.
Yeah.
Well,
we would have known what to look for.
Yes, we would have known. It would have
For
helped
certain
us in
ones.
deciding what we wanted. And but for the most part, we've had nothing but good luck with our RVs. The only time that we had an issue was with that diesel.
And we have videos about that.
And we do have videos about that. If you guys want to go back and look
Our videos about the diesel nightmare.
And I spent literally thousands of dollars trying to keep that unit because I liked it so much. It is a major, major difference between gas and diesel units, which I think I made a video on that too.
The power.
The power is totally different.
But that's another video.
That's a whole nother video. But with that being said, the reason why we're making this video is because we want you guys, the ones that are looking, Aaron, you're looking at a Class C right now. Take your time. There's always the right deal out there. The first bit of information I have is take your time. Oh, okay. Never mind. Take your time and make sure it's what you want. Make sure the layout's right. To give you an example about the layout, like the Class A diesel we had, all the drawers in the closet was on the slide out side, which means when you bring your slide out in, it comes and smashes up against your bed. Without you opening up that slide out, you can't pull out your drawers or anything like that to get something quick, or if you need another shirt or something.
Anything,
just
yeah.
while you're on the road, and you're trying to get to where you need to be, sometimes it's good to be able to get to your drawers and everything, if you can't easily. So floor plan's a big deal. Your storage areas are a big deal. Make sure it's got what you need. Your hookups, like with this, we have like 3 different hookups on this coach. I'm not a big fan of that, but that could be another video too.
Yeah, you have to make another video on just the hookups on this
one. Just a hookup on this one. And it is a little bit different than the rest of them that we had. And it's kind of like a headache in a way. For me, it is. The hookups on the left side are really low and buried underneath, to where some of them on the Class A's, you open up the door and they're right there.
The Leprechaun was right there too.
The Leprechaun, and that's a Class C. And believe me when I tell you, they're not all the same. They all got their different little locations where they put things. Always know your RV for mechanical reasons also, of fixing it and stuff like that. But I don't want to inspect it. If you go to a dealership, I'm telling you guys, that diesel that we purchased really shouldn't have been sold to us to begin with. Is that a good fair statement? Yeah. It really shouldn't have been sold to us.
They told us it was in for maintenance for like a month. We kept waiting and waiting for it, and then we got it and it broke down.
Right.
For what? We were on the road for side of the road 12 hours.
Yeah, and I absolutely quite a few times.
A long time.
Quite a few times. No, not just once.
Yeah.
Quite a few times.
It broke down a few times. But that was a lemon.
It was a lemon. I would not hesitate to buy another diesel, but you got to have you got to be prepared for the expense of it if it does break down, which definitely we are not rich by any stretch of the imagination, to where we had to keep believe me, I did everything in my power to keep it, because I really did love the air ride in it. I really did love the power of it. It was definitely different than any gas that I ever drove. But I know nothing about diesels either, so it was a learning process. I was on the phone to Freightliner. I'm probably a certified diesel technician right now, as long as I've been on the phone to these guys. And I'm talking late at night, because they're 24/7.
Yeah.
So
but we like the gas ones. The gas ones have gotten us all the way to Washington State.
We have been all over this country.
From Florida to Washington State.
Even outside the country, into Canada, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, we went
everywhere.
In a gas.
In a gas unit. And it's not a big deal. We had just as much fun, and we didn't necessarily even need to have slides. Our last Leprechaun did not even have a slide. Them are basically just perks when you're going out buying an RV. If you can get one with a slide, it does make more room. And it's a nice little perk if you're in an area. Is it necessary? Can you live without it? We've done it. We've done it. So, we've tented in pop-ups,
and
Volkswagen campers,
and
tents. Just get out there and enjoy it. That's what we do. And we stepped up gradually, and then we came right back down to reality. So, anyway.
Wait, tell them about the drawer.
Okay, the drawers in the Class A. Okay.
Just little things that you could check that you might not think about.
Right. Have yourself a checklist. When you go to purchase an RV, number 1, take your time. Number 2, don't let them talk you into the deal. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3,
Pressure.
do not assume that they inspected it, because I can almost guarantee you, for the most part, they did not look at that coach.
And they're not. Well, they're not going to pull out the drawers.
They're not going to pull out the drawers. They're not going to check the exhaust fans. They're not going to check any water leaks. Water leaks are a big deal. Check the roof. Check.
Yeah. See if you see any dark spots.
Water
like where
leaks
there
are-
might have been a leak in the bathroom too.
Right. You do not want water leaks. And for the most part, they do not clean these used RVs anyhow. They pretty much take them in on
Quick,
trade, and then they try to sell it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So they don't really technically do it. It's almost like, if you catch it, then I'll look at it type of deal. Because even on this one that we bought, the awning was stripped out of the side of the wall. They weren't going to fix that.
Yeah.
I caught that. This door behind us, the screen door was jammed. You'd have to really like lift it up and push it. They weren't going to repair that. I had to make them repair that. So that's obvious to me that if I could understand, maybe they're not going through every drawer or popping everything, but the door, that's a noticeable problem when you can't get out.
Yeah, the screen itself, the screen door.
So, basically you need to inspect it yourself. Okay, get up underneath it, make sure it don't have any oil leaks. You could pretty much tell when you're looking at a coach if somebody took care of it before you. Okay, our Leprechaun, I had that thing fully carpeted before I traded it in on that diesel. They
Yeah.
literally had to do nothing to that coach but sell it. Everything is in full operational when I traded it in, which is more than what I could say to the diesel. The diesel wasn't. The drawers fell apart on me as soon as I opened them.
And how did they fall apart? Tell them what you found.
When you pulled it, the whole hardware dropped out of it. And when I looked in there with the flashlight, I was looking up in there, and I could not believe my eyes that somebody would duct tape. Every bit of hardware was duct taped. And I could tell the duct tape was there a while because it starts deteriorating, falling apart.
That's ridiculous.
You couldn't even tell the color of it anymore. You just seen the strands of that go into the duct tape. So what are you going to do? Call them back and say, hey, they're not
duct
going to do
tape.
anything about that. It's used. That's what they're going to tell you. It's used. Before you sign paperwork, before you do anything, you go over that coach yourself. And I don't care if it takes you 2 days to do it.
Yeah.
You
Because then
do
you
it.
see the duct tape.
Right. You thoroughly inspect the fans. Is the AC working properly? Is the
Yeah.
AC making any noise? Check the dash AC. Make sure the dash AC works, because that was another situation.
It's a different one.
That diesel had no front AC on it. Do you
Yeah.
think they would repair it after the fact? Absolutely not. We did not get an extended warranty on it either. But for like them drawers, the extended warranty wouldn't have mattered.
No, it wouldn't even be worth it.
So the awning, the extended warranty wouldn't have mattered. So I don't think they know too much about what they're selling. They're just there to sell it. They
Yeah.
don't know about what the previous owner did to it or anything like that. But they shouldn't have sold that diesel if it already had known problems. And just an update on that diesel, I did talk to the salesman on that, and they sold it again.
And it broke down again.
And it broke down again.
on those people.
Even after the thousands that I put into it, as electrical issues, had gremlins in it. It was a major situation. I felt bad. They should have never sold that to somebody else.
But they did.
But they did. And that's that's one of the points why we're even making this video for you guys, is because we don't want you to have a bad experience RVing.
Yeah, because ours have all been good except for
All of ours
that
have been
one
good.
lemon.
Right. I think the most thing, for the most part, I had a refrigerator go out on me, I had an AC go out on me, and I've had a tire blowout.
And we've had the little steps. The little steps broke once
Right.
on one of them.
Very common situations. No different than if you're upkeeping your house, if something were to happen to your house. But over 20 years of doing this, I consider myself very lucky to have purchased the RVs that got us
Cross country.
cross country, long distances, with no issues at all. And I'm talking back country.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. We
So-
took some sketchy, no people for
I'm talking
hours. No,
Yeah.
Not a single car.
sort of the way we like it sometimes.
Yeah, actually we do.
We love it. If we could do it more, we would. But we
Full-time.
have, jobs and stuff like that we got to do.
Full time
But
would be nice.
if you guys take anything for this, and I can't say it enough, really, take your time. Don't let them say that the deal is going to be there or
Yeah,
it's going to be gone. Don't worry. Do not worry about that. This is one example of this coach right here. I had no plans of getting this coach. There was another one that I was looking at another dealership, and they had that same tactic, but
high pressure.
High pressure. We didn't bite on it, but the deal kind of fell apart, and I was kind of bummed at the time, but this deal came through. And this was ultimately a better deal. The other Class C, speaking of storage, real quick, the one other C that we were looking at only had one door on the back side that you can get into to enter into storage. And it's ridiculous.
What is that? Yeah.
When you got storage that goes from one end to the other side of the coach and you only have one way to get into it, that's not a good move.
No.
This particular unit has 3 doors on the back. I can get it through any 3 directions, that's what you need. And you're not always going to find the right layout. There's always going to be something that you don't like about the layout after you use it for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But the key is take your time. If that deal falls through, there's always going to be another deal. There's always RVs out there, but just take your time. Look under the hood. Check all the lights, the fans. Make sure the toilet don't leak. Check the toilet. Check the underneath
shower.
Plumbing. Check for water leaks. Make sure the TVs work.
Yeah.
Okay, if you have TVs, make sure they work. There's been times that we had a problem right out of the gate with that diesel with the TV.
Yeah, check the roof for any leaks and stuff.
Get up on the roof. Use the ladder. Get up on the roof and check to see if there's any damage to the roof. Any damage to the AC unit up there. Any cracks in the skylights.
Yeah.
Any water leaks in the window areas.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
on the edges.
Another thing most people don't look when they show these RVs, for the most part, they pull the blinds down. Pull the blinds up. Make sure you're getting sunlight in. Checking the upholstery, the fabric, and also if the windows got any cloudiness to them. Like when they're double paned or something like that. Remember the cloudiness we ran into on one, and they will not do anything for that.
Yeah, we were looking at them when we saw some of this stuff. Some of them had black duct tape holding the screen on.
Right, and that gives you a key.
What is that?
We actually went to look at a Class A on the West Coast, and
Florida.
And they take the best pictures online, the absolute best pictures they can do. When you get there and you inspect it, it's a totally different animal. And that's the one she's talking about black duct tape. Try to blend into the black frame and everything.
Yeah.
That will go to show you how the coach was maintained.
And you open that drawer and the thing was rotted.
Yep, the bottom floor was rotted in an area. Underneath it was hit. They tried to fix it. It was hit underneath.
Like something, maybe a blowout or something.
These are pictures they don't tell you, and they'd rather have you drive, 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
And then figure it out for yourself. Or maybe you won't figure it out at all and you buy it. And then you figure it out after the fact. This is what we're trying to prevent. We want you to have a good time, a good experience like we've had over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Other than a handful of things happening, just do your own inspections. If you don't know what you're looking for, get somebody to help you.
Bring a mechanic.
Whatever.
To at least look for leaks or whatever.
Right.
In the engine.
For the most part, they know nothing of what they're selling.
Yeah. But
that's what it is. It's not really technically the salesman's fault, like you were explaining to me before.
Yeah, they're not.
That's their job.
Mechanics.
They don't know anything really about what they're selling. They might know the model or whatever the case may be, but they don't know, as far as used, what kind of issues that coach may have before they sell it to you. All they know is they'll tell you they're going to inspect it and everything else, which for the most part, we haven't seen it.
Yeah, because the people that were trading that one, I'm sure didn't say, hey, we duct taped all the fixtures or whatever the heck it was. What was it? Not fixture.
It's a screen.
Hardware.
The hardware and the
I'm sure they didn't say,
like
hey, open the drawers. We duct taped it all. They're not going to tell the salesman.
With that being said, though, we do understand that they are used. They're not going to be new. They're not going to be perfect. You may have to put maybe your own little taste on it. You know what I mean? That could be.
Yeah.
But the price has got to be there to justify that. You know what I mean? If you're okay with that and you say, okay, I could fix that or I could do this or I could change this, then that's fine. If the deal is good on both ends, the deal is good on both ends.
But don't get ripped off.
Don't get ripped off. And the main thing is your power, your engine, your drivetrain, because without that, you're going nowhere.
Yeah.
So definitely check on that. I hope this video wasn't too long for you guys. I can go on and on, I know. I hope I answered Aaron's question. If not, like I said, leave it in the comments below. We hope that you enjoy your new RV that you're going to be getting, new or used. I wasn't sure what it said. I don't think it was.
It didn't specify.
It didn't specify, but I congratulations on that. Take your time, please. Look it all over because we want you to have a good experience in it, and definitely let us know. Let us know, and
yeah,
let us know what you end up getting.
If anybody has any comments or requests for the fort.
Yeah, she got us in one more day, so you know what that means. A lot of running around. There is no relaxation at the fort when she does that.
One more day at the fort.
One more day at the fort. We try to.
So it's a couple weeks from now. I think maybe 2 more weeks we'll be at the fort again.
We're trying to just squeeze in a day in here when we can because we've been busy, we've been working, and we're trying to do a lot of downsizing. A lot of new things coming our way for the 2017. We're trying to think about
more
ways
road trips.
of more freedom and more road trips.
We want to get out to the West Coast again.
That's our New Year's resolution.
The United States, not the West Coast of Florida.
Yeah.
We want to get back out west.
Yeah. We do miss the woods sometimes. We've been down here. Believe it or not, guys, it is actually 55 degrees down here. It was colder last night.
And what is today? January
8th, 9th, I don't know.
I don't know.
Like
it's the 8th or the 9th. It's Sunday.
So,
it's no, it's not Super Bowl. Who's playing today?
No, Green Bay is playing today.
And the Dolphins.
No, the Dolphins and Steelers.
Yeah, but they're playing today.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Football's on today. It's Sunday.
Sunday. Yep. So, and look, we'll show you outside in a minute. Show you the skies as we say goodbye to everyone.
All right, guys. We're going to cut it.
Yeah, because we'll keep rambling.
Ramble. Anyhow, guys, we'll see you next time. Probably at the fort.
Yeah, probably at the fort.
And that's it.
Yeah.
We'll call it. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye. That's it. See ya. Take care.